Hi, folks. Thanks for joining me today. My name's Alan Amundsen, and I lead our product management here at Burwood Group. We're a Google Cloud partner, a reseller, and a service provider, and today I'm here to talk about Burwood's new product, the Secure Research Platform on GCP. Burwood has a long history in SLED, and we built the SRP to solve a common problem across many of our clients that are looking to utilize GCP for research. And that's this. Building and maintaining compliance in the public cloud is hard to do. Working across a shared responsibility model between the public cloud provider and the implementer, as well as managing the existence of multiple environments, can prove quite challenging for administrators, and it can also prove quite challenging for users to navigate. So with that in mind, we built the SRP to address a number of issues, some of them outlined here on the screen. Firstly, our SRP introduces a user-friendly interface into the management and the interaction with secure resources within GCP. So we have a user-friendly web application that allows administrators to deploy resources and allows users to access those resources. We were looking to empower users to harness Google Cloud for sensitive workloads, and with that in mind, we have created predefined project templates on GCP utilizing infrastructure as code and other automation in order to deploy a predefined set of compliance regime aligned security configurations to meet particular compliance requirements. And finally, the SRP allows for the compliance requirements not only to be met through the initial deployment, but also maintained for the life of the deployment. Security is built into every layer of the SRP solution, and these user environments are also monitored by the SRP in order to provide ongoing monitoring of the security alignments. With all that said, let's get hands-on with the Secure Research Platform, the perspective of a research user and the perspective of an administrator utilizing the SRP. We'll start from the point of view of a researcher utilizing the SRP in order to request a new workspace be deployed. Here I can see my home screen as a researcher user and a list of my current research workspace requests. We see this in a tile view with the status of each request reflected by the color of the circle in the tile. I can see that I have the yellow representative of pending, blue representative of active, and red representative of rejected. And if I need to find a certain subgroup of my tiles, I can filter those with the filter option up top. Next, I'll look to review the workspace request process and decide which workspace I want to add into my request. So what I can do here as a user is view a list of pre-approved modules from my administration that I can submit as part of my request. I see here I have an option for a researcher environment, an HPC template, a Windows VM, etc. For the purposes of our demonstration, I want to deploy an SDE researcher environment with a Jupyter notebook, so I'll select that. This brings me to a research request form to fill out. First, I'll enter the researcher requesting project name here. So I will enter the name of the project that I want to request be deployed, and we'll say Alan's Test Project 5. I have myself on here as a project admin. I don't have any additional researchers at this time that I need to allow access into my environment with. I have a particular funding object that I want to associate with this, so I'll call this PO. This project is $15,000. So I'll enter that. I also have the option to add a comment. Please approve my researcher workspace. Thanks. Then I'll go ahead and submit my request. This request is then going to be routed to an administrator for approval. Over on my administrative portal, as my admin user, I can see that I have a new request pending from Alan Amundsen at ProRelativity.com called Alan's Test Project 5. I also have received an email alert letting me know that I have a new request pending that I need to review. I'll go ahead and navigate into that request and review the information here. This all looks good to me, so as an administrator, I will go ahead and approve that request. And I can see now that the request has been approved. The user has gotten an alert through their email that their request has been approved as well. And now, behind the scenes, the SRP application is launching a secure build of that template on GCP. While that deploys in the background, let's go ahead and take a look at a few more of the components that are available to a secure research platform administrator. First, the administrator has the ability to brand the portal any way they see fit. So if a particular research laboratory, a school, etc., has marketing material that they want to internally brand their instance of the Burwood Secure Research Portal with, they're able to do that here by changing the name of the university, uploading a header icon, or uploading a logo for the login screen. The administrator also has user management capabilities native within the application. So when it comes to creating new users or managing their permissions, the administrator is able to do that. I can see here I'm listed as an administrator, and these are the particular researcher workspaces that I have access to. If I want to look at the permissions associated with a particular workspace, I also have the ability to filter that here in this view. Finally, within the modules screen, the administrator has the ability to add new modules that have been approved and tested for usage by researchers in order to attach to their requests. So if a new module is created utilizing a different infrastructure stack, administrators can load those here and make them available to their end users. All right, back over in our user portal, we can see that our requested workspace project, Alan's Test Project 5, has been successfully deployed and is currently active. So by clicking that tile and clicking View, I now have access to the workspace information page and all of the associated workspace resources. I can see all the relevant information from my request, and I can also see the links to the resources that exist within the stack that I deployed. First, I can see a file list of the Google Cloud Storage files that this workspace has access to, and I also have a link to a Jupyter notebook that I can access for my computing needs. Let's upload a file to our workspace. By clicking the Upload button, an upload modal appears, giving me a few different upload options. I'm going to go ahead and choose a file. And from here, I will upload an example CSV that will later be able to access via our Jupyter notebook. I'll go ahead and upload my test upload SRP CSV file. Next, I can tag it with metadata tags. These are controlled through the administrator portal, and these allow for a pre-configured set of tags to be applied to a particular upload file for search later on by users who may be looking for instance, files that are uploaded in relation to COVID-19 or a general genomics research use case. So I'll select genomics for an example and go ahead and upload. I can see that my file was uploaded successfully. And just in case I'm interested, if I want to go see my file uploads, I can see that upload here, and I can see it with the associated genomics metadata tag. Let's return to our workspace and we can see that we have our test uploaded file here. Now I'll go into my Jupyter notebook and view the mounted GCS bucket and associated file via my notebook interface. This Jupyter notebook was again deployed as part of the infrastructure stack deployment from my workspace request. And so I have access to multiple different styles of notebook here within my Jupyter notebook interface. click on my data lake folder, I can see here the files that I have access to via this Jupyter notebook, and I can see here that I have access to my test upload srp.csv file and can view those file contents from here. And furthermore, I'm able to initiate compute activities from my notebook utilizing this file as a source. Well, that covers us today for the Secure Research Portal functionality from an administrator and from a researcher user perspective. Thanks so much for joining me, and I hope that you have a great day.